After we saw a pleasant day is already in the making across the far western portions of the United States. It's this guy sitting right here, this kind of big spin you see out across portions of Utah right now, creating lots of mountain snow. The ski resorts will like it, but this system, I just want to give you the scope of this, will become a massive wind machine across the central high plains, including us here in the South Plains. I will get to that in just a second, but just any travel up north from the South Plains into portions of Kansas and Colorado, yeah, be prepared to encounter some snow and some wind-driven snow. That's why a blizzard warning is already in effect for portions of northwestern Kansas into northeastern Colorado, as well into southwestern Nebraska. We're not talking about a lot of snow, but we're talking winds approaching 60 to 65 miles per hour across most of Kansas and eastern Colorado that will be blowing that snow around. So blizzard warning in effect for those areas until about 5 p.m. or so on Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday evening, I should say. But just keep in mind, any travel up north across the South Plains is really discouraged over the next day or two. Kind of let the system come out, and then we'll see much better weather. But that same system will send a cold front driving all the way into the South Plains. That's why a wind advisory has already been issued for all of the South Plains, including us here in Lubbock, until Wednesday afternoon around 3 p.m. or so. We're looking at sustained winds of 25 to 35 miles per hour for your day on Wednesday, and gusts approaching 40 to 50 miles per hour in some locations. So really, it's going to be one of those hold on to your hats and grab the jacket as well. But tonight, a really nice evening shaping up across the South Plains. It will be a completely different story as we head into Wednesday afternoon. But a nice quiet evening across the Lubbock Skycam there at the Overton Hotel. But your weather headlines, well, it's going to be a windy Wednesday on tap for us for the South Plains as a cold front dives down into the region. Beginning tomorrow afternoon, that will really spike up those winds tomorrow morning all the way through about midday into the early afternoon. And then as those winds die down Wednesday night into early Thursday morning, that's going to allow most of the Caprock to encounter their first freeze as temperatures dip to that 32-degree mark, even below in our western areas. And then we start to warm up slightly, and then a cool, breezy Saturday on tap for us just in time for the Texas Tech football game on Saturday. But before I get to that, let's go ahead and talk about the winds, because that will be the main issue as we head into tomorrow afternoon or so. But you can see by Wednesday morning, we're already looking at winds sustained 20 to 25 miles per hour. So heading out the door tomorrow, it's going to feel quite breezy and blustery out there. So grab the hats, grab the jackets, because it will feel cool as we talk about those winds. But by Wednesday afternoon or so, those winds really peak up to about 25 to 30 miles per hour in some locations. Gusts 40 to 50 miles per hour, not out of the question. But as that system pulls away, those winds quickly calm down by early Thursday morning, and that will allow those temperatures to really plummet Wednesday night into early Thursday morning. We're talking about a widespread freeze for most areas on the Caprock, so really wrap up those pipes and bring those pets and potted plants in, because this is looking like to be our first killer freeze of the season. So as I'm going to show you those low temperatures for Thursday morning, so grab the jackets and send those kiddos off bundled up and warm, because we're looking at here in the metro right around 32 degrees. That freezing line hugging Lubbock up to about Briscoe County, all the way down into Gaines County near Seminole. Points to the west, most likely seeing those upper 20s and low 30s heading out the door on Thursday morning. Rolling Plains still looking like you guys will stay above the freezing mark. We're looking at low temperatures Thursday morning in those mid to upper 30s, so not much to worry about there, but it will be a cool start to most of us as we're heading out the door on Thursday. But for tonight here in Lubbock, we'll see a temperature right around 44 degrees, so quite mild compared to tomorrow morning that we'll see those clear and breezy conditions, those winds beginning to pick up out of the south-southwest, 14 to 24 miles per hour. Those will become sustained by Wednesday afternoon. It will allow that dust to really kick up across the region, so be alert for those hazy skies. Allergies on the alert, as well as those west winds kicking in 24 to 34 miles per hour. As the front hits, those winds shift off to the northwest, and then we'll see gusts around 40 to 50 miles per hour. Not out of the question there, with a high right around 63 degrees. But for your extended day forecast, we just have to get through Wednesday, and along with those hazy conditions, and then those temperatures bottom out by Thursday morning, like I said, at the freezing mark. Most areas across the western South Plains in those upper 20s starting out for your Thursday, and then we rebound Thursday afternoon into Friday as well. Temperatures back into the 60s after another cool start Friday morning. And then heading into the weekend, looking dry as far as Saturday goes. A little breezy at that, but by Sunday we're looking